Beat me. Luther was first taken aback by the outrageous idea, followed by a series of explosive laughter. The other Boulder Thorn disciples joined in and laughed at Dustin and Maximus as though the two were fools. Maximus might have been a formidable mentor for many of the disciples, but he was nowhere close to Luther's level. "Oh, you little jerk. Do you even know what you're talking about?" Scowling, Luther challenged them. "I was the one who taught everything to that traitor. Even at his peak, he was no match for me. Are you asking him to fight me with a destroyed core after he's lost all his prowess? And does he have the guts to do so? Right. A trash like him doesn't deserve the honor of fighting Dad." Oliver, Brody, and the other disciples scorned at the same time. Unfazed, Dustin challenged back, "We'll know after the battle. The most important question is, are you brave enough to take on the challenge? I have nothing to be scared of." Luther sneered. "If that little traitor loves flirting with death, I shall rid him from my guild today." With that, he walked right up to the stone platform. Since the actual battle hadn't started, he didn't mind warming up the scene. "Dustin, he was the one who taught me everything. I can't defeat him," Maximus admitted with a serious expression. Dustin assured him with a faint smile, "Don't worry, if I said you could, you will. Didn't he keep the 3 moves a secret from you? I will teach you those moves and throw in some hacks. Do you practice the illusory sword technique as well?" Maximus looked astonished. "Well, just a bit. So, are you learning?" Dustin smiled again. He had researched and practiced many branches of martial arts from a young age and was particularly good at sword fighting. The illusory sword technique was one of the variations of a core technique, and with a glance, he could spot any flaws in the moves. "Yes." Maximus nodded gravely. The only way for him to read his internal demons was to defeat Luther Williams, just like Dustin had advised. "Cool. I'll teach you now." Dustin snapped a branch from a tree nearby and started his instructions. Maximus watched on intently, careful not to miss any detail. "Ha ha ha. Dustin Rhys, are you kidding me? That's some last-minute prep. Do you think it's going to work?" Brody mocked him. Oliver chimed in, "Yeah. Do you think teaching him some sloppy moves will save him from a huge defeat? You're delusional." Dustin ignored the heckling from the two guys and taught Maximus 6 moves in total. The first 3 moves were the ones that Luther kept from Maximus, and the final 3 moves were the solution to beat the first 3. The moves appeared simple on the surface, but it was difficult to pick them up because the practitioner would have to be proficient with the technique and build on the foundation. Copying the moves would not work in the battle. Thankfully, Maximus was a genius and a fast learner. After 3 rounds of practice, he had mastered the essence of the moves. "You got it?" Dustin came to a stop. "Yes. Roughly." Maximus gave him a firm nod. "That's good enough. You only need to use these moves well to beat him." Dustin smiled coolly. Maximus' capability was not far off from Luther's, and the only reason leading to his previous defeat was due to Luther teaching him the flawed moves. Now that Maximus was introduced to the complete moves, coupled with the additional hacks, he was ready to take on Luther by himself. "You there. Why are you dragging your feet? Come up now." Luther urged Maximus to join him in the ring. "Go. Vent all your frustrations, and don't go easy on him." Dustin patted Maximus on the shoulder. "Thanks, Dustin." Maximus bowed at him and marched into the ring, carrying his sword on his back.